Welcome back to the Raptors Wrap-Up Podcast. I'm your host, Edmund Lingam. And man, what an offseason the Raptors had. I know this is coming to you guys late, but Lowry has signed the 1-year extension for $31 million. Is this the right move? Is this the wrong move? In my opinion, it's the safe move. And honestly, it's a move that may attract free agents in the future. And you know what? It doesn't lock up your future. It doesn't make you unable to sign a max contract. It does attract players such as Giannis because you do have Siakam still on the roster and you still have Kyle Lowry. So you have two workable pieces and two all-star caliber players to work with. And the Raptors as an organization are a great organization, great player development. So it could be a hot market for upcoming free agents. So you never know. And honestly, people say it's a legacy move. That's also the case. It's great to keep your all-star point guard who helped you win the championship. Your first ever championship right here. Best in the world. And honestly, you can't go wrong with that, to be honest. I love Lowry. Lowry is one of the best players on the Raptors. If, in my opinion, to be the best Raptor of all time. So, honestly, can't hate having him on the team for another season. Let's just break it down, the pros and cons of signing Kyle Lowry. Here we go. First off, as I mentioned, it attracts high market free agents because they don't want to come to a team where they're just rebuilding, they're trying to stock up players and draft picks. You want a team where it's already been established, there's already a culture, there's already some stable core right there with Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet and Norman Powell. There'll be a nice little core that you can build around. And honestly, that's a huge plus for players nowadays because they don't want to just come and just suffer in like the Phoenix Suns or like the Minnesota Timberwolves. Those are not attractive free agent spots because they're not winning. We have a winning culture here, so it's a great option to keep Kyle Lowry, who is the epitome of Raptors winning culture. Second, Kyle Lowry is no slacker. He was second in the NBA in assists last year and 8.7 around that mark in assists. And honestly, he's a pass-first point guard. He always looks for his guys, and if necessary, he takes the three. But honestly, his heart and his will cannot be denied, and I don't see how you can't rank him with the top point guards in the NBA. He's definitely above average since he is an all-star and a championship point guard now to his name. So definitely a player that people would like to play with. Another reason why the Raptors would be an attractive spot for other free agents in the NBA is because the Raptors take care of their people. I know the DeRozan trade, there's some rumors or like there's people out there saying like, oh, the Raptors threw away DeRozan, it was unloyal. But looking back at it now, the trade was amazing because Kawhi Leonard came in and then he won the championship for the Raptors, helped us get that level, just become that level defensively and offensively along with Danny Green. And honestly, that's exactly what the Raptors needed to take that next step and win the championship. So cannot deny anything like that. And then Kyle Lowry, it was easy for the Raptors to just be like, sorry Kyle Lowry, we're not paying you that money. But the Raptors, instead with Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster, chose to take care of their own and give him that money that he deserves for toiling with the Raptors for such terrible seasons. And some harsh criticism to Kyle Lowry because whenever the Raptors lost, he took all the blame, or him and DeRozan just took the huge pie slice of the blame, because other than that, no one else gets blamed. Dwayne Casey, it took them like a bunch of years to fire him, but Kyle Lowry and DeRozan were known as chokers. And honestly, Lowry had a great playoffs. He had one game where he had 0 points, but other than that, there's not a lot of blimps in his record last year, and he came through, especially in that final game, just getting out on the gate, just dropping 11 points straight, I believe, and just went crazy and told the Raptors, we're not losing, we're not forcing a Game 7, we are winning it tonight in Game 6, and that's the kind of mentality you gotta have when you're in the finals and the playoffs, and Lowry was great. Another pro that's out there that most people don't talk about is Kyle Lowry could be a trade asset. I know Masai Ujiri is saying that he's not going to trade Ibaka, Marc Gasol, or Kyle Lowry, but Kyle Lowry could be that piece that people need to take that next step, aka the Philadelphia 76ers need a shooter at the point guard position. Kyle Lowry could fit that role. Miami could use a point guard. That's why this talks about Chris Paul, someone joining up with Jimmy Butler in the backcourt. But also, there's other options since the Timberwolves have been dire need of point guards. Phoenix Suns. There's just name of a couple few teams right there. The Clippers to rejoin with Kawhi Leonard. He knows how he plays. That could be an interesting combination right there. But all these teams could be interested in the future. And honestly, why not? You can have these options available, and you don't want to lose your asset for no reason. Kyle Lowry, there was rumors about him forcing trade. I don't know if that's real or not, but you want to retain your asset, and then you can have the opportunity to trade him or not. That's what really matters, because you don't just want to lose your player for no reason. Now the cons. All right, now the cons. There's a few. Of course, old age. Kyle Lowry is getting up there, and Kyle Lowry has been injury prone in the last couple of years with that thumb injury, so that could be a little bit of a risk right there. Also, it's a lot of money to give to your point guard, $31 million, and to a player that's not really an all-star, the elite level of all-star, I would say. But honestly, Kyle Lowry is still an all-star. He's still productive, and I still think you should pay him, but there's others that would argue otherwise. And, of course, it does lock up some money in terms of the future for a second max spot, but you know what? You don't know who's going to come, and like if you're playing like the Knicks game where you just have tons of max space and never get any free agents, you don't want that either. Might as well lock up what you have and retain what you already have and just build from there. That's honestly the cons that I can think of. Other than that, Kyle Lowry is a great player to have on your roster. No reasons why you shouldn't be having him on your team. Oh, one thing that I did miss out on is Kyle Lowry playing could prevent some development opportunities for the Norman Powells or the Van Vliets and some of your younger players, but honestly, Norman Powell had tons of time to develop, and Van Vliet is really getting tutored by Lowry, so I don't see any negative coming from that. And in the crunch time, they both play alongside each other, so no negatives there. Otherwise, I think the Raptors did a great decision of signing Kyle Lowry. Love me the Kyle Lowry that played in that finals last year. Honestly, it was great to have him back and for another season so you can celebrate with the team and defend the crown. But guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button, guys. Until next time, peace.